Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Aaron here with Sellers Arena, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can go about utilizing the demographic information in your brand analytics to make an even better listing and even better infographics, which will ultimately lead to higher conversion rates and more sales. All right, so now we're in the brand analytics and specifically on the demographics section. And if you want to get to this inside of your Seller Central, all you want to do is go to brands and then go down to brand analytics. And once you've done that, on the left hand side, you can actually click on the demographics section. And as you can see, there's a lot of other sections here, which we won't be covering on this exact video. But if you are interested in learning more about this, please make sure to subscribe and like this channel, and also hit the notification bell. That way, as we're releasing a bunch of new videos on Amazon, you'll be notified right away to learn about new functionality and features inside of the Seller Central platform. So basically, starting off here, we've got a reporting range. So this reporting range you can set to either weekly, monthly, or quarterly. And generally speaking, I like to select quarterly because you want some level of statistical significance, more or less. Because if you're looking in a short range, like a week or potentially even a month, you could have a little bit more flawed data because maybe, let's say, you ran a specific promotion and that caused, a different type of person to actually buy your product, or something else might have happened. Maybe the data just hasn't came in fully. So I just like to look at more of a quarterly range. And basically, as it says here, you can connect with your target audience more effectively or identify customization opportunities with customer demographics and insights. And you can see that you can actually look at age, household income, education, gender, and marital status. So let's go ahead and dig into this here. And again, we're looking at a quarterly basis, so about 3 months. And you can see first off here, we've got a nice little bar chart, and it's basically kind of like breaking down the unique amount of customers, the ordered product totals, and the amount of ordered units on a percentage basis. And it's really charting this out. But below it, you can actually see how many customers are within a certain age range on this particular product catalog overall. These are the statistics. If you're looking for something like specifically on an ASIN, you can actually go up here and type in a specific ASIN. That way you can get more granular information if you have multiple different types of products and it's not all the same, or you just want to know for a specific product, maybe the demographics are slightly different. So you can filter off by that by entering that in and entering the ASIN in and hitting enter. And then, we'll get back to this chart here. So 18 to 24, we got 3,700, which is about 15%. And then it's broken down by the actual order sales totals and a percentage of total orders, and also the units sold. So you can really look at a lot of different data, but the main thing you want to look at here is, okay, so on my particular product or on my particular catalog, what is the average age of the person that's looking at my Amazon listing? What is the average income of the person that's on my Amazon listing? How about their education level? And how about their gender? And then marital status also, that's a big one as well. And essentially you want to custom tailor your product listing or video, if you have it, to the specific demographic, or at least try to incorporate more elements for that particular person that's going to identify more with your product and put them into your infographics, into your video. Because at the end of the day, when we're going to shop on Amazon, and myself included, if I'm going to a product and I'm making a purchase and all of a sudden, I'm seeing a 80-year-old woman in every single product, I'm probably not going to be wanting to buy it, just because, I want to be able to relate with that particular product or the people that are in the photos using the product, because everyone wants to be part of that clique or group, So with this being said, I wanted to just hop into a few listings to give you a few real world examples of different products that are out there that are kind of utilizing this technique, although in my opinion you could really go a lot further in this. You could go as far as you really want in order to specifically target the average, or I mean at least the majority of the people within the particular age range, income, education, in terms of how you write the text. The gender and marital status as well could be important, just so that way that person can actually relate to your product. So let's go ahead and hop into the first Amazon product here. And this is one of the very top auto accessory products on Amazon, and #1 bestseller in vacuums, you can see right here. So I was curious because Helium 10's giving it a 10 out of 10, which is really good. So they're doing a lot of things right in this, but let's go ahead and dig into the listing and see if there's anything that could improve or what overall vibe or feel we get. So we'll go to some of the infographics here. So far, not seeing anything that's related to the person using it, but then for this particular product, it may be used by women more than men, perhaps. So maybe that's why they decided to use that particular photo. But if not, if it's primarily men, maybe they should swap it out for a guy, in his car vacuuming. Now, next, go to this picture, and really still not a lot of demographics shown in this, although it appears that it's a male in this particular image. I'm guessing by the hands, but never know. And then we'll go to this video. Check this out. Alright, so notice right here, cleans up crumbs, and you've got a woman that's vacuuming out the car. Now you've got a male, seems like a kind of business casual attire, and he's starting to use it. And that's it. So yeah, kind of combined both women and men, but didn't really show a lot of the features of the man other than kind of his attire that you can see in that thumbnail. Or if we look at the actual copy here, let's see what it says here. So practical, a mini vacuum for a car or truck that is compact, lightweight, and easy to use. Okay, that's okay, but this small dustbuster is ready for ash, dust, or drive-through spills, and a fully loaded interior car detailing kit house in a ergonomic design. Then we got effective, powerful, interior, and convenient. Now, I'm not going to read into all of this copy, but just seeing the initial first words, to me, practical, maybe that might kind of speak more to the woman. Effective, maybe that's speaking more to a male because they're wanting something just that's gonna work, and they don't want to spend a lot of time shopping around. Powerful, that's more of a word that maybe might attract men a little bit more. And then convenient, that might be more of a feminine type selling point, I guess, that it's always going to be there in the car in case they need it, in case there's spills, things like that, especially with women with families and having little kids spilling and dropping a bunch of things in the car, as I'm sure you guys can relate to if you have kids. But we're going to scroll down here to the actual A+ or EVC content, and this is kind of we're seeing a lot of female hands here with nail polish and stuff, so just want to point that out. And then when you scroll down here, actually all of a sudden you're seeing perfect for families, ride shares, and pets. So they're really trying to go after the family here. You got the dad and mom, I'm guessing, and the kid in the back, and then you got the little pup. You got a solo guy here that perhaps is driving around in an Uber, so it's significant or signifying that. So yeah, I mean, I think at least in my rough guess, if I had to guess, it probably is a little bit more attractive to families versus a single person or the rideshare, like Uber drivers or something where people are constantly in and out of the car, and the appearance of the car is very important. So yeah, that's probably why they chose to do this, and they've used their market research, their demographics, to kind of craft the overall ideal customer avatar and display them inside of the photos that they're using. I'm going to skip over to the next one, and we're not going to go as in-depth on the next few here, but just want to kind of go over the photos. So Pampers. So this is obviously going to be for someone that has a kid. So we look at their photos here. First photo is just kind of the packaging, standard TOS compliant image. Then you're looking at the second one. You've got a little baby, and they're using the wipes here, the diaper wipes. And then the rest is basically just kind of breaking down different components of the actual product inside of infographics. And then you've got kind of a lifestyle photo here. Looks like the mom holding the baby. And again, this is probably 100%, or not, I want to say 100%, because there's a lot of dads out there too that might be ordering this product. But as a majority, I would say a lot of women are probably ordering this product over men. You can see here they really haven't done much on this kind of boring bullet points here, but they've got a very big brand presence. Really, in reality, or they're running off of their name brand, right? Pampers, because everyone's probably heard of Pampers before or seen them in the stores. So they've got a lot of brand presence. But then we'll scroll down here, and actually it looks like their A+ or EBC content here is not bad. It's got really high quality images. This has a bunch of different options to just see different features of the wipes. And then you've got another video here, and we can see immediately it's a woman giving birth, and then the woman holding the baby. And then right here, they've got a big thing that calls out it's the #1 pediatrician recommended brand. Basically credibility that they're showing there for the parent that's probably concerned about what they're using for their baby. All right, so yeah, not a lot. But you noticed in that particular video, there's no males, just a female and the nurse and the baby. So, and then we're going to scroll down here and see the baby. Now a mom and a baby. And some features. That's it. Keep scrolling. Some more features. And now we've got a nurse, it looks like, or a doctor and a baby. And then we've got a woman and a baby. Talking about sustainability. Talking about contribution. Now you've got a male on the almost very last slide here, putting the baby on a changing table and inside a bathroom there. And last but not least, you got the #1 choice from nurses and parents, again reinforcing the product for the parent, whether it's male or female, that it's a good choice, and kind of reinforcing their choice that they're using Pampers. So then they've got some other frequently asked questions here. Are they safe? Just like I was talking about there. Are they flushable? What diaper should I use with Pampers sensitive baby wipes? How does it affect my baby's skin? And then do they come with a pop top? I'm not even sure what that is, to be honest. I don't have kids myself, but a lot of questions, most likely, that the average parent's going to have, I'm sure. And this is #1 in diapers, or diaper wipes and refills. And now we're going to hop over to this Noco Genius trickle charger for a car. Probably more than likely a lot of men buying this product, or at least that's their ideal avatar for this particular product, potentially. And we'll go through their infographics. And this one was one that I thought that definitely, they've got really good photos, but it didn't really speak to anyone specifically. So you can see right here, there is a picture of a male pressing the button on the charger, and then the rest of these are just really infographics. They're really high quality. You know, it's got really good images and also got a video. We won't watch that right now, but looking at here, the Genius one, do more with Genius, charge dead batteries, beyond maintenance, and compatible with all types of vehicles. Kind of boring again, but it's probably also running on a little bit of reputation as well for this particular brand. So it says the all-new Genius, more power, better performance, 35% smaller size, 35% more power, and then bring batteries back to life. Thermal compensation. Just scroll through here. Really not seeing anything that's indicative of whether this is good for kind of like more suited for like the male or the female or any sort of specific demographics. I mean, you know, if it's, let's say, someone that's maybe not at a higher level of education, potentially the text needs to be a little more simple. You know, there's just a lot of things to kind of consider with your average buyer and how you can really relate to that average buyer as well when you're trying to sell these types of products. But a lot of times, you know, on Amazon, these particular brands, they work just off of their brand credibility. But Amazon really can be a brand equalizer, right? Like, even if you're not these big name brands that are out there, you can actually be very competitive if you do the proper market research. And this is why I recorded this particular video for you guys, because I think it's extremely important as a way to increase your overall conversions. Now, obviously, if you're just getting started and you're just trying to get infographics, things like that, I mean, it's your option. Maybe you can start off with something a little bit less granular, but you can still utilize data that's out there on the internet, like using Google, using Facebook groups, seeing similar products to what you're trying to sell and trying to understand that particular audience, and then write the actual copy, design the photos, and put that type of person in the photos themselves. So that way you really speak to them. I know this has been a little bit of a longer one, going in and really digging into a bunch of these different listings, but I just wanted to give you a good base of knowledge to understand kind of how to analyze and look at this type of thing. So that way you can try to implement it inside of your brand and potentially get higher sales and more conversions. So if you've got something out of this video, again, if you could like it, give us a subscribe. You can also hit that notification bell. That way you're notified as we put out more content. And I appreciate you watching. Comment below if you have any particular questions on this strategy, and also let us know if you've tried this out, if you take the knowledge that is being given to you for free on YouTube here and you implement it in your brand, which you should. In reality, I love being able to give back to the Amazon community, to those that are trying to start their own Amazon stores and really start to make a passive income inside of Amazon in 2022 and beyond. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.